Welcome to Setting the Stage. I'm Brooke Savage. Mason Ramsey started off yodeling in a Walmart in a viral video at just 11 years old. Since then, he has had an impressive career in country music, and this week he is bringing his show to Sanford. Mason is here to join us to tell us all about the show. Mason, thank you so much for joining us.
Well, thank you so much for having me and taking the time to speak with me. Thank you so much.
Of course, so first off, I have to ask, how did you get into performing?
So, at the age of 3, I was listening to a lot of Hank Williams Sr. records because my grandpa was a huge fan of him, and he would always play his music everywhere we went, and I eventually caught on to it, and I started singing Hank Williams Sr. songs before I was able to talk. And it just led from that to me doing local things, and then eventually, the whole Walmart thing that kind of happened and blew up. Um, I feel uh, that that I've come a long ways since the age of 3. So um, I'm super excited to be on tour. We just put out a new album a couple days ago, and it's on our set list. So we're going to be singing some of the new songs off the album. We're really excited. The shows that I've been to so far are really good. The people are amazing. The venues that I've been playing are awesome. Everything's just been going so well.
Wow, I love to hear it. So it's safe to say it was through your grandfather, that's how you got into country music?
Absolutely, yes.
Awesome. So talk us through, if you don't mind, can you talk us through what inspired you to do that performance in the Walmart in 2018?
I I believe we were just going to get the things that we needed from Walmart, and I was just singing as I was walking through aisles and uh, looking at what they had for sale and stuff. But eventually, I was singing, and there was this lady that stopped me and asked me to sing her a song, and I sang "Lovesick Blues," and she ended up recording it and then posting it, and it just went viral, and I didn't know about it till about a week later. But we, I really wasn't. I was just singing and doing what I loved. It was just kind of a thing that naturally happened.
That is so cool. And also, so then what were you thinking when you were signed off as a country artist? You were just 11 years old, one of the youngest to be signed on in like 2 decades.
To think about that, that's pretty wild. Obviously, at the time, things were happening so fast for me that, it was so hard to keep up with it. But looking back now that everything has happened to me, I got to say that that's pretty cool, and definitely all of that stuff was unexpected. I would have never dreamed to get to have been signed to a record label and uh, become a country artist and be in Nashville full time. I think it's just overall just pretty wild and crazy to think about.
Exactly. And since then, you've put out several songs, you've performed in music awards. Your song was in the Twisters movie. What does it mean to you to have all of
hmm
these accomplishments under your belt and you're 17 years old about to turn 18?
Well, I have had a couple of milestones, as I would say. I would say, everything that I've done so far, it's been really good experience for me to be able to move forward and to keep doing what I love doing. I think that what I what I've accomplished is really a good uh, motivation point. Also, it's something to look back and to remember upon. And I'm so grateful for all those moments that happened to me, and I'm just very thankful for the people that believe in me um, and actually see what I'm capable of doing.
Absolutely. And like you just mentioned, you're on tour right now, but you're also a senior in high school, right? How are you balancing school and tour life?
Very carefully. I normally get off the road for and then I'll just do nothing but school, and then I'll get back on the road, and I'll tend to do a little bit here and there, but I don't really have a whole lot of time. But I normally get most of it done on the days that I have off.
Right. So talk us through your week. How does your week go when it comes to schooling, traveling, and performances?
Um, well, every week's a little bit different because like I'm not off on the same days, but I normally have shows. I think like I have a couple that are back to back to back, so my schedule will be a little bit of different. I'll have to adjust, but um, what I normally do is I'll be on the bus and I'll get my sleep. I'll wake up. I'll go in to sound check. I'll do sound check, and then my friend that's on tour with me, Hallie Kearns, she will do her sound check, and then I will do the meet and greet that I do for the fans before I perform, and then I'll do my show that night, and then after that, um, I will get back on the bus and go to sleep, and then um, if I get up a little early before sound check, which tends to almost never happen, um, I I will do a little bit of school, but on my days off, like I don't know, normally I do like Sundays and Saturdays. Sometimes, well, not really Saturdays, not on this tour. I think Mondays and Saturdays is what I have. I'm not sure, but um, on the days that I have off, I'll just focus on school for the most part. But but yeah, that's pretty much my schedule.
Oh, awesome. Well, you just released a new album, like you brought up, that came out a few days ago. Tell us what you love about the album and what you want people to experience from it.
So I I want people to understand that this album is um, every song has its own meaning, and it tells you the story. It will walk you through what's going on. So be sure to pay very close attention to the lyrics. Um, I At the time of writing this album, I didn't have a whole lot of time on my hands because I was on my spring tour, so I had to navigate and balance in between shows to write this and to record it and to put it out. Um, I I wrote the song on real life experiences about girls, pretty much, and about family. And obviously, my inspirations for the sound behind it are like older artists like Roy Orbison, Jim Croce because of the storytelling. Um, Glenn Campbell's good. Ricky Nelson, and I believe Johnny Cash was the other one. Um, there's so many artists that are my sound, but I just I take little pieces here and there from different artists and I blend it together and I create something unique.
Right. And oftentimes you get a lot of people coming out to your show. I see people commenting on your Instagram asking you to come to their city. What can people expect from your show in Sanford on Friday?
The two main things that I like to see people um, or that I like to hear people say that I have a lot of energy on stage, and obviously, like I said, I will be doing my new um, album in the set, so that'll be really cool. And also, I'm just on stage to have a good time. So um, it's a pretty cool set. It's very it's just it's overall a different show. Just the way that the scenery is and everything that we have. We're doing more like a nice like house vibe with uh, we have lamps and rugs and stuff on stage to give it more of that like living room vibe. But overall, it's a very like home-like type of vibe. So I want to make people feel at home, but also feel the energy.
Yeah, I get that vibe too because I saw in a recent performance you even went out to the crowd, right?
I did go out into the crowd. Um, however, it's hard to do at some venues because some venues won't let you, but um, and I have to be careful because of the feedback from the microphone to the speakers. But that venue allowed me to do that, and I was very good. So um, it, I thought it was I thought it would be a cool moment to actually like get closer with the fans and just like get to see them up close and you know get to just to be near them.
That is very cool. So, what are after your tour? What are you working on next? Are you going to college, or what are you doing?
Um, I plan to probably take a break for a little bit and work on work on my music a little bit more. And that's the goal for me. Next year, I believe um, I'll mostly be working on a new project, um, and I'll have a couple of shows here and there. But um, my goal is to on getting more music and more of my sound out.
Awesome. Is there anything else you want to bring up about your new music or your show coming to Sanford on Friday?
Um, obviously, we are doing the VIP package upgrade for fans. If they want to go check that out, we still have tickets left at the shows. Um, Also, if you haven't heard of my new album yet, it's the I'll See You in My Dreams album. It's out now. You can go check that out. And yeah, I hope to see everyone soon. It'd be really awesome.
Love to hear it. Well, again, you could catch Mason Ramsey at Tuffy's Music Box in Sanford on Friday. Doors open at 8. The concert starts at 9. I also posted the information on clickorlando.com/setting the stage. Mason, thank you so much for chatting with us today.
Thank you so much for taking the time. Thank you.
Of course.